Hello, kids.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello,
Why are we
everyone.
not seeing you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Dang it.
Had to fix that for just a second.
That's pretty cute.
Good,
How do you get a Snapchat filter on there?
well, that's the name of the software, SnapCam.
Why are you
Oh.
telling all my secrets? Huh?
Oh, I like that one. That
I don't
one's
know why you're
cute.
telling.
It feels
I
like
feel like I got this weight on my shoulders like for the last I don't know how
and you got
long.
this bone coming out of your neck. You might want to
Got
get that
something.
looked into.
Because the neck bone's connected to the chin bone.
Either he's grabbing the mic. I was wondering
He's grabbing the mic.
He was kind of
It looks
like,
like he's
because
kinda
if I
copping
scoot
a
over
feel.
here,
he's like sniffing you.
He's like, "Hey, baby."
Right.
he is.
So is that Julio right there?
That is Julio.
Hello,
Julio.
Tim, coming in here with the first comment.
First
Nice.
commenter, best commenter.
Nice.
That's all.
All right,
Squeaky
guys.
is
Here's
best
my first
squeaky chair
question.
ever.
My first question of the night, and I need help with this. So if y'all
Uh-oh.
could,
Okay,
please,
let me put on my thinking cap.
I mean,
let me put on the
let's
right
just
picture.
jump right
'cause I was
into it. Let's just do it.
I know.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Cash money. Is that what you tell your? Is that what you wear at work?
Yes.
Cash only.
Cash only, people. Cash only.
All right, guys.
What
I
up,
need
CPA?
to figure why is it doing that.
How's it going? Thanks for hopping in here.
Did you see that? There we go. I need to know how in the living daylights do you put lights vertically? You see that?
Uh-huh.
I can't
Probably
find how to do that. I can't find what tool I need, and I'm not going to put hot glue. So let me rephrase that. I did
Hi,
find it.
Anita.
I'm not putting hot glue on the side of my house, y'all. But how do you get the lights to go vertically on the window pane right there, and then on the edges of the house? I don't know.
First
if
of
you
all,
can
is
see where
this
my
your
mouse
house?
is. No.
Oh, yours is 3-story, my bad.
With a bowling alley.
With a bowling alley and coming soon near you a basketball goal.
Right,
Crazy.
right. I recall. So I think they use staples.
Yes.
So the place where I got this from, they said, order us now. We've got new
You're making
clips,
Sean nauseous.
new clips to put your lights vertically.
Oh.
And I've been looking, and I even asked my coworkers today, and I was like, I need to figure out how to get lights on the side of my house because something happened recently where we want that to help what's there. So I didn't know if maybe
Do you have a picture of what yours looks like?
Yeah, but I'm not going to show it.
He's not proud of it. He's not proud
I'm
of
not.
it. Is that
Dr. Ben?
Dr. Ben.
We hope you're doing well.
Ben, I've got your video queued up that you uploaded 3 days ago. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's the 10 aromas in the fall or something like that. Put the title in the comments, Ben, but it looks really interesting. And
Is
I'm like,
it for males and females or just for males, or is it a
no,
combo?
it's spices.
Oh, spices.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, like
now I wanna
pumpkin spice?
Lattes?
Which, oddly enough, I stayed away from that because I didn't like pumpkins, but only learned when I was 41 years old that it doesn't have pumpkins in it. And in fact, it's all the spices that I normally put into some of the pancakes that I make here at home.
So why do they call? I've never. You know what? Okay, confession time. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte.
I haven't either.
And maybe
but now
because
I
I'm
want
not
to.
a basic white girl, but and that
But
could
listen,
be it.
it's allspice, nutmeg, and ginger.
Do I like allspice?
Yes, it's good stuff.
Oh, here we go. Mike Vincent, can you help my friend figure out his Christmas lights? Thank you, Ashley. How are you doing?
Our tree hugger is
Ashley,
here.
hold on. Let me tell you what. Since your episode, I went and bought a whole bunch of straws that are not the plastic, but the hard plastic. So we have permanent straws in the house, and I'm washing them all the time and use them all the time. So thank you so much for teaching us about that. I totally
Very
bought
nice.
a bunch of those.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Dr. Ben says mostly male, but the pumpkin spice is for females or unisex. Cool.
Better not let my little one hear me say females or males.
Ashley says, yay,
She
way to
gets
go.
on
I'm
me.
so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I am so appreciative. If you guys didn't know, Ashley came on before and she did this whole, what did we call it, Joe?
She is our certified tree hugger.
certified tree hugger. So she helped us find ways so that we're not being more wasteful in the house. And so
And help save the earth because we only got
help
one
save the
earth.
earth, which is a big deal.
Yes.
So
The
yeah,
Earth needs
anyone out
lots of
there
saving.
help with the trees, please help me. I mean, with the lights on the house, please help me. I've got them on the slopes, the gutters. Basically, I got them on the gutters. That's not the problem. The kicker is how do they get them on the edges right there? That's the cool part.
That is the cool part. So I will tell you, if you take a light projector and just stick it in your front yard,
Here's
and just
another
spray-
advertisement for lazy lights.
and just spray it at your house,
I'm with you, Joe.
you're done.
That is the worst idea. Please, cheapos, do not
don't
do
rest
that.
on him. I mean, if
What
it works,
are you saying?
No,
I
do
do
you
not.
know you
there's no-
take the
you should
fun out
appreciate
of
that
looking at
because
lights.
As an
'Cause you're
insurance
like-
agent, you should appreciate
No.
that I'm not getting up on a roof about to like try to kill myself.
It's also
You've
a
got a point.
liability because somebody will trip over that lazy light. I mean, let's just think
see,
about
that
it.
wouldn't happen up here because there's so much snow covering the ground up here in the
Oh
north.
my
So
goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, Joe? And then so much dirt that covers up the little light bulb and it makes it much dimmer than it already is.
I've been telling my niece because
All
the
I have to
weather's
do is
been
just go out
dropping.
there and
I'm
wipe
like,
it off. See, I just have to wipe it off.
So Sean says, just for Joe. And Dr. Ben says, Joe's picks with the basketball players, awesome work. And Sandy is onto something about the Brian laundry story. I'm currently obsessed, Dr. Ben. I'm obsessed with everything that's coming out. If y'all all go over to Sandy Talk Sheet page for all the memes and Brian laundry updates. And conspiracy theories. I'm proudly wearing my tinfoil hat with the conspiracy theories at this moment.
So, some of your posts, I've been like, oh my God, is it too early? But like,
Listen, the
No.
parents planted a tooth, allegedly. I don't want to get sued. I swear they planted a tooth. There's just no way. I just can't handle that business right now. But anyway.
all right. So then next up, I've got these. Check this out.
Okay.
So I did something fun tonight.
Oh,
Did you make shirts? Oh, it's
no, that's a
towel.
pie. He made a
Yeah.
pie.
So I'm just gonna go fast through them. Put it at 400. I got to use my. So Sandy, I was thinking about you tonight. I was like, I wanted to name the mixer's name has been Big Red, but then I felt bad because I didn't want to call it Big Red when your dog was red. And
No,
I was
I
like,
love
should I-
it. That's a tribute to Red.
okay,
Oh,
cool. Well, then I feel better now because I was like, I
totally.
gotta find a different name. I have to find a different name.
No, I
So
love
okay,
Red.
good. All right, so this is Big Red. I got to use her again, and so I brought her out with some eggs and some sugar there, and put all that there. Put some sugar, mix some salt in there.
You do this tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
Oh, you were busy.
I really was.
Oh.
Some of my Mexican vanilla.
You got Mexican vanilla. Where did you find it?
I had someone send it to me from down
You're
in
making a custard,
South Padre
aren't you?
Island.
Nice.
And yes, Joe. Yeah. So then there's some milk right there.
It's because I'm a baker. That's how I know.
Oh, it took me a minute. I'm like, what?
And then poking those holes. So you see the shiny thing in there? That's just the egg white.
wash.
Egg
Is
white.
it egg white?
Not egg wash.
Oh.
Egg wash is when you mix equal parts water to equal parts egg white.
And then you
Egg
wash your eggs in there.
And then
Yeah.
normally you put it like on the top of bread, like croissants or whatever. And then there's the
Whoa.
pie.
So-
This is
it-
all scratch.
So it's you have it in the fridge right now, right?
No, it's in the oven actually.
It's in the oven right now.
Boom! Actually, it just got out.
Oh, okay.
You like that? It looks like a bake. What do they call it? No, bisque.
It looks like somebody put a footprint right there on the front of it.
Yeah, right there, huh?
and the middle toe's flipping you off.
So
but
I had to
okay.
come on the show, and I was telling my niece, I was like, Mija, you're gonna have to take it out. But listen, I need it to be a little bit jiggly, but not a lot of wiggle. Okay, so no wiggle, lots of jiggle. Makes sense? And she was like, yeah, like you know the difference between a
So
wiggle
you had
and a
to
jiggle.
explain, like, okay, so when we run, we jiggle. That's what we need.
Right.
So let's make sure we got it right. And so I'm hoping it is. It does look a little burned, right? But that's just the nutmeg and the allspice on top right there.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
But come on, when you burn something versus when I burn something, Sandy, what's looking better right now to you when you think about Joe's burns?
Well, I'm definitely not thinking about my fillet that we talked about last week.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that burnt piece of steak on the
That
outside.
burnt
And
piece of meat. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
that
did you
$48
notice?
piece of burnt
Check
meat.
this out.
Yes.
They added a new feature in here again. Look,
Okay.
Boom.
What?
Right? Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah.
Okay, let me catch up on some of these comments
for it.
because Ashley is agreeing with me. She said, I agree, Sandy, there's no way. And CPJ says, do they not just hang down when you kind of stake them to the ground like a fishing line? All the ones I've seen are not actually on the house, but hot glue will not ruin your house. It'll just pop off. Hot glue here would probably melt off. Because I say that because I had a wreath and it was like attached with hot glue stuff, and then I just came, it was like just falling over.
Right.
That's how hot it got.
Yeah, because
Really?
we don't have a true winter. We have a day or two of winter, and the rest of the time it's like hot and sunny.
Yeah. And Sean says, old man Jamie. And then Ashley wants to know, have you shredded chicken in the KitchenAid yet? It's the best. And then Tim says, it looks like Gorbachev birthmark.
Like Gorbachev. Now we're telling our age if we know who Gorbachev is. So.
I know, right?
I remember him in Naked Gun. You remember?
And they peeled this thing. They peeled it off.
He took his pants off. We're like,
oh my goodness.
Oh, anyway.
Anyways.
All right. So, let me show you this then real quick because Ashley was actually going to a point that I wanted to share with y'all. I won't share the audio, but check this out. She's right. So I just threw in some chicken that I had just taken out of the Instapot and threw it in my mixer.
Whoa.
It's the best. It seriously is the best.
It's like that. So, but you got to do it right when it comes out. If you wait too long, the steam, it gets cold and it'll end up probably breaking your mixer. And you can do this with those hand mixers too. I've done it with both ways.
Boy, look at that! It got busy there for a second.
I upped it up. But you'll see, I'll take the piece off here in a second, and you can see that I'm like, I took the audio off, but I'm like, yep, it worked.
Wow.
And then you can hear me smacking. That's why I took the audio off.
So Joanne is hopping in here. She says, hey, I'm late, so I'm not sure what y'all are talking about, but your thoughts on my burnt tamale. Did y'all see that tamal?
I saw it. I'll let you go on first on that one, Sandy.
Okay. So just like Joanne said she would have raised some stank because of my steak, I said that is only worthy of a refund. To take that back. Do not put that in your mouth. It was bad. It looked really bad.
Trying to pull it up.
Okay. But yeah, I was not. She said, and it's a local person, a very famous. I know where you got it.
She said, a very famous. Okay.
And then Ashley said it's a game changer.
It's a game changer for the chicken, for shredding the chicken.
Thanks for that life hack.
Hey, you need to turn down your light there, Mr. Pineapples.
Thanks.
There we go. That. Now we got some skin color back on.
Yeah.
Here it is. I got it.
Okay, ready for this?
Yeah.
Hope y'all haven't had dinner yet.
Be careful. Yeah.
Warning. Yeesh. Isn't that the ugliest, saddest little tamal you've ever seen?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
You know what it really looks like? I'm going to be honest with y'all. It looks like some earwax. Legit.
Okay.
I mean, what do they call that? You remember when we were kids?
When you candle it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now Walmart's got it. Anyway,
Walmart's helping you candle your
Mexican's been doing that with mustard and newspaper
with
for
cigarettes,
years.
dude.
Speaking of candling, that does not work. It
doesn't. No, it sure doesn't.
I felt something going on in my ear, but there was nothing going on.
It's probably burning your bellows up in there. I asked my doctor friend that works in audiology, and she said that does not work.
Yeah.
Maybe she's going to the wrong. Maybe she learned from a different school than the one.
I know. I didn't ask her about the cigarettes because did y'all ever do the cigarettes? Y'all put cigarettes in your ears with smoke.
They put Joe. Remember the little cigarette busters you put in to scare people for 4th of July?
I didn't get one.
My goodness.
That's what they did to her. That's a nasty tamale, Joanne. And if I were you, if it would have been me, I'd have been looking. You'd have seen a huge thing. I'd have been like, come here. Let me just look at this real quick.
She said a turd that didn't quite make it.
I'd have been like, what do you think about this? Huh? Tell me seriously.
Joanne said that's what it looked like when it came out after I ate it. That's what Joanne said.
If I had an aunt named Josie, I'd be like, Mama, come here. look at this. What do you think? And be like, let's see.
Aunt Josie better not have made those.
I don't think it was Aunt
Or
Josie.
Uncle Monty. Uncle Monty.
That's an,
Long
I'm taking the picture down because it's so nasty. It's like,
It's so nasty.
Because those are the two that I'm thinking. Are y'all thinking that? Aunt Josie and Uncle Monty?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Now I remember
I
Uncle
know
Monty.
what you're talking about. Yep.
Nah,
Joanne,
good
go ahead
That was a
and
good one.
put a yes in the comments for either one of those.
We can't put people on blast.
No,
like
no,
that.
no. Just say yes to uncle or aunt.
That's right.
Or
We're so sly.
or
We're
maybe
so sly.
cousin. Cousin Pedro.
Primo
Surely.
Pedro.
Surely Pedro ain't tripping like that.
Hey guys, so before we keep going, I just want to make sure that y'all know. I asked a question earlier on the Social and Distancing Show's Facebook page.
Oh, I missed it.
If you had something for us to discuss, you want to get our opinion on, or something you just want to hear us talk about, make sure to put it there. I'm going to the website now to see if anyone responded, but since it was a last minute
Real
kind
quick,
of thing,
flash it and then I'm
let
not
us
done.
know. Okay. All right.
and I'll put a response. Can I tell y'all what I did this weekend?
Yes, but I
Yep.
need my cell phone. Oh, I have it. It's right here. My bad.
Okay.
I'll let you say it while I pull it up.
So I get to do Halloween shoots every now and then. And so I was actually able to work with a past guest, and she wanted to do a certain theme, and I think it was awesome. It was pretty awesome.
I saw it.
I hadn't seen it yet, Joe.
You haven't? Yeah, because I don't really put up a lot of that stuff, but I am going
You showed
to
up on a lot of that
She
stuff,
put it up. I thought it
Oh,
was
yeah,
pretty
she put it up.
amazeballs.
Okay, so...
Oh, was this never mind. I'm sure we're about to see, right?
Yeah, we're about to see
Okay,
it. So,
okay, cool.
But
I'm excited.
we all know the story of 101 Dalmatians, right?
Oh, I did see it.
Yeah, so who's the bad person in it?
Cruella DeVille.
Right.
Is
and
she
they-
really a bad person?
Yeah,
She was
'cause-
just drawn that way.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
just drawn that way. But then, so they have a movie about Cruella, and it's from her side on how she became Cruella DeVille.
Which, if you haven't watched it, it's really, really, really good. I didn't
So
think
is
I
it
was
like
gonna like
most
it.
criminals that they just had?
No.
Head
It really was, it
confessions.
goes back to what you said just a second ago, where you said
She wasn't
was
born
just
that way.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
So you
It
just
was-
see her perspective.
So I actually watched it before the shoot. I had no idea about it, and then
Ah.
of course, so the model.
You were an
is
uncultured
Jillian.
swine.
Yeah, I was uncultured swine. She told me to watch it. So, but we still managed to create something before I actually watched it, because she did this.
Oh, snap.
So Edwin,
And she made this, right?
Yeah, put it on the left-hand side.
Okay,
maybe?
all right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, so she made not the top part, but the dress part, and so that's one picture there, and then we.
I
She
mean,
made
you
that?
can craft and you can model. Good
Yeah.
lord.
right. Yeah. So she,
Ridiculous.
yeah. So she did amazing, and we did different looks. So she's a fashion designer in the movie. And so she had a lot of different fashion looks. So it's
You
really-
end up
Cruella's a
cheering
fashion
for her.
designer. Okay,
Yeah,
I
And
had
she's
to
not
know.
just a fashion designer; she's also like a what do you call it? Like almost like a freedom fighter in a way.
Yeah,
like she's
yeah.
fighting against the status quo, and so
right, exactly. Yeah, she's fighting against the
wow,
these
look at
were
that
the-
one.
I love
shoes and
her
stuff like that.
hairs in all of these.
Yeah. So she
I mean,
did.
she's got such an excellent mouth right there for that. You know what I mean? Like, I
Right,
don't know if that
exactly.
makes sense,
Yeah.
but it's
So
like,
it was really cool. It was so much fun, and she and I always have worked together, and we always do a really good job of. I just will pick out certain lighting or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
then she will be the one that
She
poses.
rocks it.
She rocks it. If you watched her TikTok, you can see her posing, and it's
I do
crazy
love watching her
because-
videos when she poses.
Yeah, it is crazy because I don't have to coach her at all. I
Right.
don't do any coaching. I'm just like there, click, click, click. Like this.
Joe, I would be like, I have to pose her every single shot.
Yeah.
What I love about her is like I've seen her video where she was talking about how
Yeah.
she went and trained and she went for a weekend here or she was doing a webinar for there and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then she turned around and was really working on the thing and then she posts the videos up when she does it and I'm like, man, I am so impressed and into it because I'm like I'm normally not whatever, but seeing her journey, like seeing Jillian talk about it and then
Right.
do it and you're like, oh man,
So
it's
Yeah,
pretty.
cool.
so she did an awesome job on this, and I was so happy with the results and stuff like that. So these are just the ones that I've been able to work on really quickly, but you know,
Well, y'all did a great
I took
Oh,
way
do
too
you
many
have
pictures.
more?
I always tell her, it's like, when we shoot, we have too many pictures. So I'm like, we're done. We have to stop because I'm going to run out of space and stuff like that. But she does an awesome job every time. So, but yeah, these are.
So, are
This
there
is
more
what I had
photos,
fun.
Joe, that we just don't see right now?
No. There are more photos that are not posted. So,
Okay,
yeah.
So Chon
but the
said
Cruella.
nice. CP just says, holy cow, she's a smoke show. Amazing. Joanne says, Jamie, you have a companion behind you. Do you have a name for
Yeah.
your dude?
Yeah.
You know how you feel sometimes, John. You feel like you got this burden on your shoulders. Sometimes you don't know what it is. I
Great
know what it
shot and
is.
very talented person. His skeletons are out of his closet, Joanne.
Right.
They are.
Yeah.
I'd been
And I
trying
think
to.
his name is Julio because
His name is Julio.
Yep.
You know, I think he wasn't the name of John on Oh my gosh, what's the guy who did the music video with
Oh, that's Ricky.
No, that was Gemma.
Chevy Chase?
Oh,
Who did the music video with Chevy Chase, Joe?
That was Paul Simon.
Oh, Paul Simon. Isn't there a song that Paul Simon has about Julio down by the river?
Yep. Julio
Okay.
down by Julio down by the schoolyard.
Schoolyard. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was one of those two. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
exactly.
Chon said it's mini Jamie.
He's just a little
I kind
older.
of like him though, right?
A little older, a little thinner.
He
Yeah.
grows on you.
He's doing something on me for real.
That
a
was
grower.
good. That was good one, Sandy. I like that one.
Yeah, it's good. Sandy, you said you had a couple things. I want
I
to get to
do
that.
have a couple of
Yes,
things.
do it.
So this weekend, somebody posted something that I came across,
Okay.
and I'm going to read this to you. I was just
Ooh.
kind of blown away.
Was it trigger?
It triggered
Inducing?
me.
Okay.
It did
okay.
trigger me. So get ready, okay? So
Let's
this
go.
is a 2-cent question. Listen, hear me out. A mom pulled out a loan for her son to be used as a student loan. She kept half and gave him half. He paid off his portion, including the interest, and he asked her to take over. And she tells him that he needs to pay it and that she never used the money. She also never told her husband about taking out this part of the loan. What do you think he should do? Pay it off or insist she pay it? Okay? Before you tell me anything, let me tell you some of the comments that were in here. Some of the comments were like, just pay it off. She's your mom. There's no need to fight about it. And then that's what riled me up. That was super. I don't know how I mean, I know how I feel about it. Jamie, how do you feel about that?
What I would do for me, like I could never have my kid take a loan out and then me take any part of that or anything like that. And if I did, in the small chance that I did that, I would have to pay it back. Yeah, absolutely, with interest even. I do believe in giving my kid interest on that kind of scenario, but
But that's the thing is he took the loan and he paid off his part. And now she's basically gaslighting him and saying, like, what part of the loan? Like, I didn't get that loan out. That's yours.
So, and here's the other part to it. So as a parent, that's what I'm looking at, right? As a parent, I'm looking, I could never take a loan out or I could never take money from my kid in any kind of scenario like that, right? I
Right.
can't. I just feel that. As a person, the guarantor or however way you want to say that,
Mhm.
and this is what we do already is like whenever we are in the position to give people money in our life, when we can, if we can, like Dr. Pineapples and I, like we give freely, even if they say I'll pay you back, we're like, just don't worry about it, because we don't even want to be in the position where where the interaction between us has to be this looming thing. So if I can give you money, if I have it, I'm going to give it without expecting any payback. And we've given some larger amounts and some smaller amounts to people in the past and just been like, no, don't even worry. We don't even want to pay back. I don't do that. So in the Pena household, no loans. If we have the money to give you for whatever you need, we just give it to you. What about you, Joe?
But what do you think about in this instance? Should this mom pay this loan back? She used the money.
She should. I think she should. But I also think he shouldn't expect her to pay it back. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not. I can't fit into a mold where it's like, this one or that one. In my mind, it's like you both have to do something. As a mother, she should pay it back absolutely with interest. As a son, you should just consider that money gone and be like, okay, just washing my hands and moving forward. But no, for the future,
But someone's got to pay the loan back.
Yeah, someone
it's
has to
him
pay
because it's his name on it.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
see.
not. It's not his. It's not his. She
Oh.
pulled it out under her name for him
Oh,
and
well
kept
then-
half of the money.
Yeah.
And he paid back his portion that he borrowed that was given to him,
So why is
plus
he
the
worried?
interest.
Why is he
Because
worried
his
about
mom
her
was
not?
gaslighting him and telling him, I didn't use this money, but she good and well did use the money, and she also kept it from her husband.
But then that's on her and her husband and her world. That's, hey, Joe, you.
But
let
it's falling
Sandy
on him
and I-
because she's telling him that he needs to pay it. He's
Oh,
the one
then
who
he's-
asked the question.
Oh, she's pressuring him
She's
to pay it?
pressuring him to pay it. Yes.
Oh,
She's
when you
trying
said
to wash
he was
her hands.
gaslight, she was gaslight. I was imagining he was trying to tell her, "Mom, you got to pay that. It's your
No,
whatever," and
no,
she's
no,
not
no, no.
responding back to him.
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
I mean, then
I'd be like, I paid my half. I'm done.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's under your name. It's like, sorry. I was like, if you, whatever you want to do, but here's the money and here's the proof that I paid. You're gonna have to talk with Dad.
But it's your mom, Joe. Like, can you handle it that way? You think?
I don't know if I could handle it that way. It would be tough. I don't think my
Like,
mom
I
would
get
ever
on
do
paper what it
Yeah.
would look like, right?
But
But
here's
in
the deal.
practice,
If she'd have come at me different, like, can you help me pay this? Instead of like demanding that I pay it because she pulled it out, it's a different story. Like, that's on her at this point, and that's her credit if she doesn't want to pay for it. It's all in the approach, honestly.
but for
But
your
if you-
mom, is it still on the approach?
Yes, it is.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Sandy, on that.
I know
I'm-
because I know a mom that did that to her son, and so it's upsetting. It really is.
Girl,
regardless
you
of
have
whether
to pull
that's
the
your mom
sleeves
or
up.
not.
I'm not
Hey,
fighting
look,
you.
this,
I'm
this-
just.
I'm telling you, like, when I saw this
Joe
got me,
wasn't
like,
looking,
so
Joe, you missed it.
heated. This got
She
me
was
so
like this. She was
heated.
like, "Look,
Like, it's hot in here. Turn on the AC. It's so upsetting that a parent would do that to a child and put a child in that situation.
you guys answer in the comments because we're going to read them here in a second. So start putting what you think too. But I'm with you, Sandy. I do think that I do think that it's on the mom in this scenario, in this story. It's on the mom
She
as a
should've
son.
never did that. That's
No.
just crappy.
But
It's just crappy.
so that's the other thing, though, guys. Is as a parent, if your kids come to you and you have the availability to do that, I'm sure the story was the right story for her to do it. I'm sure it wasn't so he can go get a Lamborghini or you know what I mean, whatever. But it was
Yeah, but
something
if
she
there was
really
an
thought-
agreement that said, "Hey, I will take out $50,000. I'll give you 25,000. I'm going to get 25,000. You just pay back 25,000."
Mm-hmm.
But now she's saying, "No, you need to pay back 50,000." Then that's kind of crappy thing.
Right.
Yeah,
and
it
for-
is crap.
I agree. And in my world, that would, for me, it's easy. For me, it's like, I don't have a problem having conversations. And then when that little sour patch comes up, I'll address it the first and second time, maybe the third time even. But after that, after 3 times, I'm done. I'm going to be like, every time you bring it up, I'm going to act like you're mumbling. I'm just letting you know that straight up, Ma. Okay. So anytime that comes up, I'll be like, Ma, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand you. Mumbling.
And
Maybe there's a
this kid
connection.
just graduated from school. I mean, and he's been paying back his student loans. Like, you can't expect him to be able just to up and pay another he didn't
Well,
give
she
the amount.
can't. It'll just be an unmet expectation.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm done. Yeah, that.
I'll still see you Thanksgiving, Mom. You want me to bring the mashed potatoes?
Exactly.
And that's what people were saying.
I'll
They
get
were like, "Well,
Uncle
just pay it
Monty's
off."
tamales.
Right.
I don't know.
Anyway.
That's kind of. It's sad that you even have to like write that stuff down. Have a contract amongst family members just to make sure you CYOA.
Yeah.
So what are the comments saying anything, Sandy?
Yes. So Chon immediately was like, oh, but first
He
of
said
all,
no, right?
Ashley said, Joe Baker, I'll text you the answer to the Christmas lights question.
I haven't. We'll talk about it here in a second.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Joe.
So Chon said, make her pay. And
He
Chon
just
was-
like straight.
He's
to
like,
the-
Make her
right
pay.
there.
right here to the point.
Joanne says it's about responsibility, not only for yourself, but also to teach your kids how to do the right thing. If you don't set the example, then what the heck? What if he didn't pay his portion? Then what is she going to pony up? And Daywalker Ross says, good evening, all. Hello.
Rodimus Prime.
Dr. Ben says, hashtag Jamie and
Jaime
Julio
and
down by the
by-
schoolyard.
Down by the schoolyard.
Okay, so CPJ says, I don't care if someone's title is mom, dad, grandma, or pinche. When you choose to be a thief and a liar, you choose to change the dynamic of your relationship. I wouldn't want to be incredibly bonded to a parent or anyone who would do this to me. My parents are not on this earth, and I still believe they would have chosen to cut ties with me if they did this to me.
So,
I agree.
man, I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around it because some of the responses are the way I felt at the beginning. But
I think the way you felt as you didn't. I don't think you fully understood my question. Needed some water.
What a great assistant! Seriously.
I know. It's amazing.
But yeah, I still think it's one of those things because I'm not going to make it weird. I'm choosing not to make it weird. So I'm going to address the problem head on. And
You're
like,
okay.
Mom?
Vegeta made it weird.
Yeah, Mama Vegeta made it weird.
Vegeta,
Yes.
just put yourself in this situation. Vegeta made it weird by saying, oh, you have to pay for that. Even though that was not money that you used.
And even on that sense, I still feel like because it is my Mama Vegeta, I'd go to her and be like, help me understand that, Mom. Tell me, because I know it'd be like this. If I knew my mom wasn't in a good position to be able to pay back that loan, then tell me
then she shouldn't have pulled it out.
I agree. But then because it's my mom, I'm still going to be like, Mom,
turn on the AC.
I'm going to still be like, then give me the explanation. Because sometimes we mess up. Sometimes people screw up. And there's a story behind that we don't know. And so our first inclination is to get emotional. At least mine. Let me rephrase that. My first inclination is to get emotional about
things.
You
know, I got emotional because I told you about this shiz on Saturday. The minute that I saw this, I'm like, we're doing 2 cents on this.
And I was excited about it. I was happy about it. But I think at the same time, it's like, so I need to make sure to temper my emotions and not get too emotions. And so I need to come at this like, okay.
Which is easier said than done for a lot of people.
Yes. But if I hear the story and I can understand that, then I might be more willing to be like, okay.
Chon doesn't think you understood. He said, make her pay.
There's only one answer here.
But see, here's the thing. I can't make anyone do anything. No one has that kind of control over anyone else.
But then she's the one that's going to have her...
She'll reap the benefits.
No. Oh, yeah. Well,
she'll reap the
consequences of it not being paid, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Joanne says, it was wrong of her to do that to her son. Believe me, I always get the raw end of the stick, but they're my kids and you try to help them. That's the thing is you
try to help them.
You try to help them and she's screwing this kid. She is, that's awful.
Hold on. She's not screwing him. She has the power on how to treat him, but he has the power to continue.
He's putting him in a crap position.
Not really. No. It's putting herself in a crap position. See, and I get it. But we get to choose how we react to things. We get to own our own feelings. No one else does. So she is allowing the room for their relationship to be sour. He can choose to be in that sour mode or not. Like, I could still call my mom and be, oh, Mom, this exciting thing happened to me, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, where's the money? I'm like, mumbling. I don't understand. But anyway, it's really exciting because
your ringtone's going to be like, B, better have my money.
so in that sense, as the son, and anytime Mom brings it up, I could be like, oh, Mom, I apologize. It sounds like I don't know that you remembered, but I told you that I wasn't going to take care of that. I took care of my part. So again,
and that's your
everyone's
situation.
Choices.
This guy felt really different if he's asking for opinions on Facebook.
Yeah, I think. So I think she just ruined their relationship.
I feel like that too, and over her lying, cheating, no good.
Tell us your real feelings there.
She's not. And I it's hard for me to choose for her to be that horrible because it's his mother and help get the loan and everything. I do also think there's some extenuating circumstance in this scenario that we're not seeing either. So, but based on everything you've said, I'm not sticking up for her or him.
I feel like you are. I feel like
I know. I can get that because you keep putting your and I'm like, are you listening to me? I'm like, I don't feel like you are. I'm trying to. My stance is people having their own choices. You don't get to make me feel or do anything.
Right.
I get to make me feel or do what I want to. Sandy.
Julio is raising his hand and telling us something.
Hush your
Julio
mouth.
really has, I think Julio has had plenty.
See,
I
and that,
just think that I feel bad for him being put in that
Yes.
situation.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I don't.
And it sucks that it's a parent, that it's a family member.
But see, she's the one that reaps the consequences, because not only is she souring her relationship with him, but whatever legal ramifications come up from that, it's her name on the loan.
Yeah.
She's the one that's going to suffer for it at the end,
Yep.
not him.
That's on.
She suffers
And
it.
it
from
sounds
a
like
relationship,
it sounds like she'll try to put it on him.
and she
That's what it
might.
sounds-
But at the end
yeah.
of the day, the government's, you know what I mean. The banks aren't going to be like, okay,
Yeah.
you still own it. Your signature's right there.
Right there. Sorry.
Okay.
Peace be the
So-
journey.
CPJ, we'll have a couple more
Okay.
coming in. If my mom wasn't in a good enough position to pay back the loan, then mom needs to take responsibility and say, today I cannot pay anything back. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Can you help and understand?
Right.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. CPJ.
Joanne says, not acceptable to do that. That is not a parent to teach you by example. And I strongly believe in that. And I would never screw my kid around like that. Thank you, Miss Joanne.
And I don't think you would either. I don't know if
Make
this mother
her
has to-
pay, Minnie Jamie.
I think I'm not sure where Joan stands on this.
Right. Okay. And Joanne says she's a lame parent.
She
Ouch.
is a lame-
You know what? Whoever that mama is, she better not find herself in front of Joanne. That's what
Yeah.
that's
Or
what I'm walking away
Sandy.
with.
Or Sandy.
Or Sandy.
Or
Yeah,
Sandy.
yeah. Or
yeah,
Sandy. Or
'cause
Sandy.
she gonna
I mean, I've been
down.
upset for this for 3 days. I'm just gonna let you know. It has
She was
bothered
raring to
me.
go too. She,
It
you
has
know.
bothered me tremendously.
Okay, so let me share the answer to.
Okay.
And then I stopped sharing my screen when I should not have. But this is what we have here. It says, "Hey, I have a friend trying to figure out how to put Christmas lights vertically on his house. I tagged you in the live stream. He doesn't live here. Vertically? Yeah, like down the sides of the house / windows. Ashley, I hate to admit, but I'm not sure how to join the live stream, and I'm too mentally fatigued right now to figure it out." So he's not watching the shows, basically.
You're missing it.
Yeah, we use hot glue to outline windows, clips or mini light clips depending on type of lights used, but only on brick because you can pop the hot glue off or run any other kind of material. So they do use hot glue. And I think you would be fine using hot glue.
Yeah, because you definitely have
Because
brick.
you're a little
You
bit
got
more
like gold inlay
Yeah.
brick.
northern.
So high up. Shut your. I just. I swear to God.
You
I
got the
swear.
gold border. Oh my god.
The devil is alive for sure.
Alive and well.
That was
Tim
awesome.
says, ask Julio. He has his hand up.
He's had his hand up the whole time. He's got an opinion on everything.
Jamie. That's pretty funny.
What is he
Good
doing?
timing right there.
Oh,
Boom.
he's
Hot
saying
glue.
I'm a lame parent. That's what he's saying.
that?
Freaking John, I swear to gosh.
No,
I hope
he
good
didn't.
Yes, he
No,
did.
he
I
just
hope
did
you
it.
have good karma on you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He sure did. Look at this. Because
That's-
Joanne was like, she's a lame parent.
John
You know,
doesn't even know you
I
like
wish I could tell you what I don't really think about you, John. But I keep it to
Uh-oh,
myself.
Sean.
Boom. CPJ right there.
Hot glue.
Hot
Yep,
glue.
that's-
Ashley says he owns a lighting company and it's a crazy time of year. Joe, he's also a Sony shooter.
Nice. That's he's
okay.
my brother in arms there, Sony shooter.
Well, maybe I'll go try it out this weekend and see what I can do. It's raining here. It's flooded in my basement, guys. I'm like, and it's not even going to stop raining until
Flooded
Wednesday.
in your basement? I
It's not
swear
bad, but
to
still.
dog. I swear
Oh
to
wow.
dog.
So does it cover all of the bowling lane or just part of the bowling
Do
lane?
you have to shut off, like not allow guests in the bowling alley?
Oh, that was good. I like that one.
It's so little.
Can I tell y'all I watched Dune.
No, we can skip it.
What is that?
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Dune.
Oh, inquiring mind wants to know, how are you going to protect your bowling alley?
Not you too, CPJ. Stop. And tell us about what you thought, Joe, because I've heard some stuff on it too.
So
And I made the decision today not to go watch it.
not to go watch it. So
Not.
here's the problem with it. I vaguely remember the original movie. And so I
The
remember
long opus that was.
Yeah. So I remember some of it, and I've
Uh-huh.
just remembered that I didn't have to worry about what's coming next. Well, this one is a long introduction, a
Okay.
little wordy. It was kind of nice,
I like
but
wordy.
it was it was there, and it was did a good thing of setting up. And then I'm like, she says at the end, "This is the beginning, and this is the end of the movie," and I'm just like, 2.5 hours for her to say this. Have you seen the TikToks? They're like, "Oh, I watched Dune for Zendaya, and she only had 7 minutes of screen time."
Are you serious?
So
No
people are-
way.
yeah. So it's an epic build up. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. I love the fact that they're actually developing the characters. All the actors are really good. There's some good action, but it kind of felt like it feels
An
like
unfinished Hildebrandt,
like a Lord of the Rings type thing. But there was
like a
really
Bixby photo.
yeah. So
Um,
and you have to pay attention because like understanding the politics because there's politics and all this other stuff involved, and so it does make it a little
yeah. So I made the decision today from a similar response. So they were telling me they're like, I mean, if you want to see stuff blow up in the desert, go watch it. But if you really want to know the story, just wait for part 2, where it
Right.
should make sense.
right.
Because they were like, it's too. The story really gets going and then it ends, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
come on.
I was like, what?
So I'm
Uh-oh,
totally
we
waiting
have a
for
guest star.
Oh
June
my
just wants to say
gosh!
hello to me. You see her?
Oh wait, wrong way. There you go.
Oh
Say hi,
my
baby.
gosh!
Oh, look at hers. You see there?
Mr. Pineapple's.
Oh no,
You
baby.
need a dog. You
She's
need a
so
dog.
sweet, except that she doesn't sleep at night.
Oh,
She looks so freaking adorable.
Isn't she adorable? Look at
she
that.
is
Yes.
adorbs. She is adorbs.
Look at her
Anyway.
chewing on this.
It's like that dog. How do you get your dog to when you're to get him to calm and he starts chewing all over his hands?
Oh my gosh, Sandy!
Can you say hi, June?
Julio wants her too.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, she's got to go back to training.
You need to make TikToks. You need to put a video on just her all day.
right of her sleeping.
Look at her. Gosh.
One
Sorry
of these
for-
days, Mr. Pineapples. One of these days.
One of these days. I'm just gonna show up.
Sean's mini Sandy.
Oh,
Wait,
I think that's a
I
compliment.
know.
Though.
Thank you, John.
I was gonna say, I think that's better than loser parent that I am. Lame parent. Sorry,
Lame
loser.
parent.
Lame,
So
whatever.
Joanne says she's going to take a pic of her Halloween decorations and her Christmas decorations because personally, I think you guys are kind of lame. No offense, guys.
None taken from you?
wait, what? I
Like,
pick a Halloween.
Bruh, why you
December?
gonna?
What Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations? Because personally, I think you
She
guys are
thinks-
kind of.
Oh, because wait, are you dissing on because Joe uses the little projector and I
I
think
put-
that's a
and I didn't-
genius.
I didn't put not one thing out in this little house. It's
So
all
I
in
guess
storage.
maybe she is right. We are
Right,
Okay,
maybe
y'all.
she is.
It's that time
whatever.
of the show.
Oh, it's that time
that
where
time of the
show
show.
disappears
Hey,
for
you
a couple
did-
seconds.
43 minutes.
All right, so listen up real quick. I did want to say I went to go watch Venom 2 yesterday, and it's a silly movie, but it was so funny, and the bromance between Venom and Tom Hardy in the movie was so great. But the ending was out of this world spectacular. Like, I sat there, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I was not expecting it at all. And
Oh,
it's so freaking cool. So
Venom.
Anyway.
Yeah.
if you're
And
interested,
I like
go
Woody
watch it.
Harrelson as
Carnage.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm glad. So in the comic books, Cletus Cassidy has a curly hair, right? And he's
Mhm.
definitely deranged, and he's a sociopath. But in the movie, at the end of Venom 1, he had curly hair, but he looked all kinds of wrong. And then in the trailer 1 that dropped, he had curly hair, and I was like, come on. But then they dropped trailer 2, and they changed it to straight hair. And in the movie, he had straight hair, and I was like, it's not what was in the comic book, but it was one of those times where you didn't need to stay faithful to the comic
Right.
book.
Exactly.
So I was like, I'm glad. But it was a good movie. Anyway, that's all. I wanted to get back to your other 2 cents, Sandy.
What?
Did you have
Your other 2 cent.
I didn't have any.
You said you had 2 cents and 1 off the press.
No, I had 2 ripped from the headlines and 1 2-cent.
That's what I just said. Exactly.
Anyway, Joanne still wants June. Anita said, Sean, I was just about to say June looks just like her owner. And the
Whoa,
fact that
what
she's always chewing on something.
is that a good thing?
Not sure. I look like a small, tiny dog that needs to be bathed. And Joanne says, "Okay, pics to follow soon, and I'll tag you, lame guys. How about you
Great.
tag us and then come decorate our houses, Joanne? How about it?"
And none of
So
those nasty tamales either.
yeah, don't
Don't be
don't
bringing them
do
tamales.
not bring Uncle Monty around.
Those facsimile of tamales there.
The earwax ollies.
So
Grabbed from the headlines. Is it
y'all, this was shocking to me.
What?
Kellogg's is facing a $5 million lawsuit for not having enough strawberries in their Pop Tarts.
Whoa.
Okay.
I love this. I love this. Tell me more.
Okay.
I love it.
So I don't know if you've ever taken a bite out of a strawberry flavored Pop Tart and thought, wait, this could use more strawberries. Most of the time, I'm munching
I'm a
on
big
one
guy.
and
I think
rushing
about
out
that
the
on
door
everything.
because it's the quickest breakfast I can grab. The amount of fruit in there is, to be honest, the last thing on my mind. But one consumer is arguing there needs to be more strawberries in this Pop Tart. Do you know where this lawsuit is coming from?
I'm going to say either Hawaii or Maryland, Massachusetts.
Lubbock, Texas?
No. Is it really?
Illinois.
It makes sense. They make that up in Chicago. It's one of the factories.
So, well, there's about 2% or less of dried strawberries, dried pears, dried apples, plus Red 40. You guys know how I feel about Red 40, a synthetic food dye. The lawsuit citing the Illinois Consumer Fraud and Deceptive Business Practices Act claims that Pop-Tarts cannot provide a true strawberry taste since it's mixed with significant amount of other fruits and food coloring, giving a false impression of more strawberries than there actually are. Okay, first of all, when you bite into a Pop-Tart, you don't think strawberry, you think red. This is the red one. It's kind of like Kool-Aid. You don't say, oh, it's strawberry. No, it's the red Kool-Aid. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
not.
anyway,
It doesn't bug me. It's like the whole.
Hold on. What? Hold on.
It's like
here,
the
guys.
whole footlong thing.
No,
I
no.
was just like,
Yes, Joe. Man, I swear to God, we've been friends too long because that's the exact thing that was on my mind. Hold on, guys. Let me tell you something. I'm with you, Sandy. Ever since you taught me about Red 40, I'm like, yes, I need to make sure to try to stay away from it when I can actively remember it. But let me tell you that, and Tim, yes, I think Pop-Tarts are better in the freezer than they are toasted.
no.
But yes,
totally disagree.
try it. Anyway, here's what I'm trying to say, guys. Is this person who's doing this is a freaking rock star. They're all rock stars. If it wasn't for people, what do you call them? Watchdogs. If it wasn't for public watchdogs out there, these companies would be screwing us so much more worse than they do. So even though you may not care too much about the foot-long debate from Subway, for example, or the not enough strawberries in this thing, the fact that there's someone out there who does care and is willing to say something, it gives credence to the power that we have as the people to hold these companies accountable and make sure we're getting get what we want.
okay.
So
I'm going to say, let's care about what they're putting in our food, such as food dye. Why do you need to dye already red strawberries?
So, and I'll say this.
And it's because freaking America needs to have everything cosmetic and it needs to be beautiful because other countries do not have such colorings.
Yeah.
Very
So
true.
even in the cake that I made, or the pie that I made tonight, for example, even in the instructions, they were like, you can add all of them say, add yellow food coloring so that you can get because custard is basically Jell-O. It's the pudding, the Jell-O. That's what it is. So they're like, to get it so that it looks like that. I'm like, I don't need it to look like that. But
Jamie,
what?
did you call me and we have a discussion about custard this week over the weekend?
I told you could probably use it because
I'm like, wait a second. I just dawned on me. Didn't I talk to you?
she was like, wait a minute, come back.
Okay,
Those
sorry.
gears are grinding.
Yeah.
Custard's triggering.
I'm glad you remembered, though. I'm glad. Yeah. But no, because it's the same with everything else, like beef. Beef, they tint it with some red stuff so that it stays red. Salmon's not naturally pink. If you saw what salmon looked like, you wouldn't want to eat it. No one likes to eat gray fish. It looks nasty. So they add the pink coloring into it so that it looks like it's really red.
And then they sort out like the prettiest squash that are shaped just right. Yep.
Yep.
Everything is just so it appeals to our eyes. Like if they didn't wash the eggs, then we would be like eating like brown eggs, or they didn't bleach the eggs and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'd be able to keep the eggs on a counter instead in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back,
it's gotta be
the
pretty.
small victory that we can get in someone taking notice of this and holding the company accountable, so that we get, as a consumer, we feel like we get what we're getting paid, what we're paying for. But I'm with you, Sandy, too. I think we should be fighting different fights, but at the same time, I'm happy that we can fight any fight against.
I'm just saying, make it good.
I agree with you.
Like this, for example, I'm going to piggyback on this case and get some cash for not enough icing on the corners of the Pop Tarts.
I mean, if you want to be on it, right? Like, I'm with you, Carrie. CPJ, I wish I could have more frosting on it.
And Joanne says, then buy your damn strawberries and pop them in your mouth and move on. It's a quick breakfast item to fuel you till lunch. So don't buy it, don't eat it, and cook an egg instead. Okay, tell us how you really feel, Joanne. I'm not sure if that's how you
Joanne
really
is
feel.
really good at typing out these long
Right.
comments. And I was like, whoa.
Okay.
They're just impressive coming with it. Telling
Yes,
us
she is.
her real feelings.
Okay. Go ahead, Sandy.
Well, I was going to do my next one, but were you still going to?
No,
Okay.
No, I'm done with that. I wanted to move
Okay.
on too, but I could go on it. But
my next ripped from the headlines. Have you guys have heard of extreme couponers?
Yes.
Like these people that end up getting like money back
Right.
when they buy stuff, and not just a little bit of stuff, like a ton of
they
stuff.
had that show on TLC that followed different families around, and
Yes.
they'd be like, "Actually, you owe me money."
Yeah. And then the receipt was as long as the toilet paper
Good
roll.
Lord. Yeah. And then there was like 12 baskets, and they needed several vans to haul it all off. Yeah.
So in this headline, extreme couponers were sent to prison in a $31.8 million fraud scheme.
I know about this story.
So the FBI is revealing new details about $31.8 million counterfeit coupon scheme that landed a Virginia Beach couple in prison for nearly 20 years combined. It said the agency that the investigators found fake coupons in every crevice of the house belonging to Lori Ann Talons and her husband, Pacifico Talons Jr. The falsified savings were worth more than $1 million. They also found designs for coupons for more than 13,000 products on Lori Ann Talon's computer. She trained herself in the different techniques she needed to manipulate barcodes to make these coupons work. So they're
a freaking genius. Why are they sending her to prison?
She's considered the mastermind of the scheme and would create coupons with discounts near or even over an item's retail value.
She got greedy.
She then sold them to subscribers that found her on social media and communicated with them using an encrypted messaging app. Talons was paid more than $400,000 in digital currency such as Bitcoin, and sometimes exchanged coupons for stolen rolls of special paper stores used to print out coupons. This 3-year scheme was discovered by the Coupon Information Corporation. Whoever heard of that?
It's a consortium. It's a consortium.
And
can we go now? Can we comment?
They received a tip that someone was making and mailing fraudulent coupons. One group of manufacturers said it lost $125,000 from fake coupons linked to them. Anyhow, these fools are not going to be making. They're going to be making license plates for a minute. Right. They're going to be using Lauren's talons for something else. Okay.
Wow. So you said it was her partner that turned her in?
If I remember all the stuff, there was a sour partner that was in cahoots with her, not her lover, and not a whatever. Literally, like just someone like us too. Like one of y'all sold me out. Like one of us sold Sandy out, Joe. That's what it was.
If the money is right.
Anyways,
you got an hour.
I've been wanting to watch this. There's a movie that just came out on this, and it's called Queen Pins, and you can find it over on Paramount Plus. And it tells the story of the coupon queen. So in the coupon world, someone they were like noticing more coupons coming in than were going out. And anyway, it's this whole elaborate thing. I want to watch it because it's about that. But I want to piggyback the question on here in this, and I want to stay on the topic of this. But in the comments, guys, what is your take on couponing, at least as it relates to what these people did? Because I will say, Sandy, I have ordered coupons online,
Oh,
and
you
I
ordered it
do
from
it
Lori Talents.
habitually,
I'm reporting your
and I
ass.
do it unadulteratedly because I have no way to know what's fake and not. And because I have even gone online to like, do y'all know what the Nextdoor app is or the Neighbor app?
Yes.
Okay, so I've gone on there and I've asked my neighbors, hey, anyone who has those Subway coupons, let me know and I'll come pick them up.
They're
And
like,
people
sir, we don't
re-
have coupons in this
Dude,
neighborhood.
no, they well in my old neighborhood anyway. But I would do that, and I would go drive around to people's houses and get their coupons, or they would say people at work would be like, "Hey, I actually saw your post on Neighbor, and I brought them in for you." And I was like, "What?" So I'd always have all these Subway coupons because I wanted. They were good coupons, guys. Anyway, so I don't have a way to know that, but I'm also trying to take care of my family, so I have no problems. And I go out to eBay, and I look up for movies, popcorn, drinks, whatever. And when I see those coupons out there, I'm like, buy, buy, buy. It turns a $30 ticket to like $12 for popcorn and drinks for my whole family.
So I remember my mom clipping coupons out to save 50 cents on something. But let me tell you, my mother was not an extreme couponer.
Okay.
So there in turn, I did not become an extreme couponer either. The only coupon that I use is like when HEB says clip it when I order my groceries online and I clip it. And then I have to buy. Then it turns out I have to buy something else to use that coupon.
Chicken jerkies. I know.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. And I'm like,
or you got to buy 2 Frito bags to get the dip free.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not a couponer. I know people that are couponers, and then I love that they have like their doomsday prep
They have a
day.
discipline.
They're good, and that's amazing. Yeah. I'm not gonna put that much freaking effort into it.
Mama Vegeta's like that.
Is
she's got a book, and she is like, oh, we got to go over here because it's like, Joe, do you remember when we used to play
a little pantry thing? Like you can go buy from her?
A little bit of that, but what was Joanne's son's name?
Evan.
You remember when Evan would play? You remember when he'd play what was that card game with us? Remember? Yu-Gi-Oh! And you remember how you'd play and then he would throw a card and then all of a sudden it blew up into like 600 moves he did and then you were done. You're like, wait, what just happened?
Right, he was really good at it.
That's how my mom does it when she goes to the coupon store. She throws a coupon down and she's like, oh, but you got to buy 2 in this. And now because of that, I get access to this coupon. And then I'm like, stop, I can't do it, mama.
So I will tell you, I do a little version. It's a very small version. So we eat out a lot. So a ton. I eat out a ton.
No.
So now what I've done is if we go to a restaurant, I'm like, do they have an app? Because we're going to get a free appetizer if they have an app. And it's funny because one of my friends, he's like, do you have an app for pretty much every restaurant? I go, yeah.
Who doesn't?
I save money when I use it. Save money by going there and spending more money.
Right. I get point. At Qdoba, I do use my rewards app because I get a free chips and guac.
Yeah, Qdoba,
tell us in the comments real quick. What are some of the restaurants that you guys go to and apps that you use?
I use all of those apps.
Freddy's gives you Freddy's points. I think you guys don't like Freddy's though.
I want to see. Like just pull up your phones.
And it's right there. It's within skateboard distance for me.
So I've got B-Dubs, Burger King, Casey's Chili's, Insomnia Cookies, Pizza Ranch,
Chili's,
Subway,
Pizza, Five Guys,
Mickey D's, Pizza Hut, Moe's, Sonic, Dairy Queen.
Sonic. Oh, I use Sonic all the time.
Famous Dave's. But you know what? I can't use my Sonic app over here. So I called Sonic and said, I can't order from the thing. You losers, come on. And they're like, oh, it's corporate, they whatever. And I'm like, you think I'm an idiot. So I called corporate and I got someone on the line and I was like, yo, corporate. And they told me, no, those are activated by the store. They're like, that's activated by the store. So I called the store back. I said, I talked to Julio from HR who said it was on you, not them.
Right.
And if you want Julio's number, I'll give it to you.
That's like blaming the kitchen for whenever you forget to put in the order.
Shauna says Sonic.
Okay.
Sean says DQ. And Joanne says coupons are a pain in the ass, not doing it.
That's why I love apps, because I just have to remember the app. So the thing that sucks though, like at Whataburger, they don't scan your app anymore. They're like, "Can you read me the number?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but McDonald's has one. So McDonald's has a great app now too. So you can you have them. That's a 4-digit number that rotates, and so, man, I got so many points for that. I'm just crazy.
CPJ, she's got coupons for free hugs and foot massages, and she hasn't cashed them in.
You need to make an app for that. That would be an awesome app,
right?
It's like those special coupons.
Special coupons. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll have them here soon, right? Because I know, like my kids in middle school, they're teaching them how to build apps in
Wow.
7th or 8th grade now.
Nice.
So,
Oh,
it'll
so
be
they're
soon
learning
enough.
like Xcode and stuff like that?
Who knows? They know. I don't know, but they know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so man, those were good topics tonight, Sandy.
Those were good topics. Very
I
nice.
enjoyed it.
Very nice.
Thanks for bringing them up.
Yes, thank you for letting me bring those up.
So we need to talk about the Pineapple Project.
We do.
Well,
you want to go for it this time?
Nope.
God
Nope.
darn it, Joe! I'm trying to get it on him. So, well, the only reason I say this is because I also want to talk about Wednesday guests, and then I feel like it's so long, it's so much to talk
It's okay,
about.
we'll allow it.
Yeah, see what she said. So let's do this. Who do we have coming up on Wednesday?
All right, guys. So on Wednesday night, we have a very special guest who, if you know that one of our sister shows, We That Sports Atlanta, and that's with the hosts of Jameed and Ricardo. That was so weird. Ricardo are over there, right? Well, they actually got a new host in the show, and we want to introduce her over here to everyone. Her name is Boss Diva. And so she provides some entertainment. She talks about entertainment topics on the show. So like movies, music, stars, actors, actresses, all that stuff. And she also is a native of Atlanta, and so she loves the Atlanta sports. But we want to bring her on over here so that we can get to know her and introduce her to everyone here. I think she's
going to bring
been a
an
great addition.
entertainment piece.
I'll ask her.
Yeah, so we need to be like caught up on our gossip a little bit.
I'm not all about that, but yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, I'll be.
You catch up on the
I'll
gossip.
have some gossip questions about.
We'll do a gossip segment
about David Hasselhoff and.
We'll do Sandy and I will hang out while you and
We're like
Boss Steve. Julio and I will be over here like.
We got you.
So anyway, come and hang out with us Wednesday night to meet Boss Diva and see who the third host is of We Dat Sports Atlanta. Okay.
Happy birthday, Jameed.
Oh, happy birthday, Jameed.
Yeah, ready? One,
1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday. And this is a special day. Happy birthday. And this is what we say.
Hey.
Happy
That's
birthday.
good.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
I almost made all the claps.
Me too.
Okay. Do that thing in the background, Joe, while I do the Pineapple Project.
Oh, that thing in the background.
Yeah.
Sign off.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me
So
see.
anyway, everyone. So yes, Pineapple Project. We're gonna go. We're getting started. We're underway. We have we reached out to Sean. Sean is still leading Christmases for Kids. So she retired from her job there at the place. Thank you, CPS. But she's still going to be leading the Christmases for Kids. So we are going to be working with her. She's going to be getting us a video here soon so she can deliver to everyone and share about Christmases for Kids. That's the name of the program that we partnered up with, okay? You can go, Sandy, if you can put it up there for us, the Venmo. The Venmo on the screen. Can you do that or no? Okay, never mind. So then you can start, if you want to start Venmoing us, it's at The Pineapple Project, okay? Venmo at The Pineapple Project. Yes. Rock, Sandy, you rock.
Who needs a producer?
Like,
Sandy's right there.
So you can start donating money there. 100% of all the money that we raised that goes into that Venmo is going to be spent on gifts for children. So here's what Christmases for Kids does. They make sure that all the children in the foster care system in Lubbock, Texas, each child on Christmas morning wakes up with 3 gifts each. That's their goal. No less, no more. If there are more gifts that they have available, what they'll do is they'll stock it into their closet that they'll hold on for the year after. Because you know how it is. Not every year it's secure to know if they're going to be able to have gifts or not. So they just hold them in there so that they can make sure.
Rollover gifts.
Rollover gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, rollover gifts.
And last year we were able to raise enough money and enough toys to have lots of rollover gifts, but there's no reason to stop, and we want to just keep helping out. So there's going to come out some more information on where you can go to just naturally donate at certain places around town. We're partnering up with a company there in Lubbock who's going to be holding a toy drive for this. Sandy herself is going to be sponsoring. Am I saying it right, Sandy? I don't want to take words out of you. Okay. Sandy herself is going to be sponsoring a run where all the proceeds for that are going to go to the Pineapple Project also. And then the week of Christmas, we're going to be sending out pineapple elves out there to go buy the toys to deliver to the Christmases for Kids piece. Go ahead, Joe.
Sandy, how many runners did you have last year, or participants?
Oh, I
did you
don't
have?
remember, but we had a really great turnout, and we also had lots of gift cards and toys that were just made such a huge difference and impact. And so, if you guys want to do the gift cards, that they're $15 increments is
Mhm.
what they want, no more. And just because that way somebody won't get like a $5 one and then another kid got like a $20 one. So $15
Yeah.
increments is what they're asking. But
So you
yes,
can
we're so
donate that.
excited. But we have
And
not also, I'm sorry, Jamie, we've
no,
not
sorry,
set
go
up a run. We've not set up a date for the fun run, but we are, I'm working
Oh.
on the registration forms, and we will have those ready. And also too, I will be setting up my raffle for the the talk serial killers. What is it called?
I know what you're talking about. I can't figure it out
It's
in my
a
head. But
door hanger. I don't know
Yep.
if you can see it.
yes.
But anyway, so I'm excited about it. I'll be setting that up pretty soon. That way we can
Mhm.
start getting.
Yeah, and if you have something that you would like to donate or to help
Man, we're on
raffle
the
off,
freaking same level. I swear to God. I love that guy
if
up
you
there.
have some type of something like that that you'd like to help raffle off to help with the Pineapple Project, let one of us know. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Yes. And I didn't pull it up, but Tim and his daughter made us some cute little pineapple ornaments
Oh yes.
that you guys can bid on later. And, winners will get the pineapples to put on their Christmas trees for Christmas. So we got that. Yeah. So any of that. We also are looking this year, we'll need some volunteers, just a couple, 2, maybe 3 people who are willing to go to people's places that want to donate and pick up either the toys to put into the bins or to pick up the cash. Because some people don't want to donate through Venmo, and that's okay. And also people who will go and actually purchase the toys on Christmas week. For those of you who don't know, I'm up here in Illinois and Joe and Sandy are down there, but busy schedules, and we want everyone to participate and help out. So if you feel like any of those things call out to you, let us know, please. Let the 3 of us. This is a homegrown, what's the word I'm thinking of, guys?
This is our give back.
Yeah. This is
Charity.
This is our This is our charity thing. We didn't just. We're not getting paid. We're not anything
We're not.
like that.
Dang it.
I mean, y'all aren't, but Julio and I. Anyway, but we just want to give back, guys. We just want to use the platform that we've been given and blessed with. We just want to use that to see if we can do anything for others out there. And so that's a big part of why we do this. That's why the Pineapple Project exists, okay? In case you're curious about that. But yeah, if you have any more questions on Pineapple Project, we'll be releasing more information, flyers, and everything else. So that way you guys can share it and everything else. But feel free to reach out to any of us 3, and we'd be happy to answer your questions or anything else, okay?
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let me see.
Let's do it.
Are there any other comments real quick before I sign
No, but
off?
I know something that Mr. Pineapples is loving Ted Lasso.
Can we do that real quick? Is that okay, Joe?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So let me just tell you real quick. Joe mentioned Ted Lasso, a show that's on the Apple. What is it called, Joe?
Apple TV.
Apple. Okay, thank you. On Apple TV, and I didn't want to watch this at first because it was so popular, and I don't like watching stuff that's popular. And then I
You're such a
sat there.
contrarian.
Yeah, I sat there and started watching it, and I was crying by the first episode, and I'm thinking, dang it, I really like this show. I hate that I liked it. No, I hate that I love this show. And so I just started going after in every episode. I was just like, God darn it, it's so stinking good. It's just really good, okay? And
that's
Joe was
taken a
right.
lot for him to say that. It's taken a lot for him to say
It
that.
really
It
has.
pains him to
It
know
really
that
does.
it's that
He
good.
did not want to watch it because it was it had won an award where he felt like the show that he wanted to win. But I'm telling him, I'm like, you need to watch it first because it. I haven't watched the other show, but it is Ted Lasso is a fantastic show.
And it's not, they're not related. Like you can't relate either show. They don't, you know what I mean? They're not both feel good shows, but Ted Lasso is a feel good show. I've loved every stinking episode, man. And if you haven't watched it, go out and watch it. I know if you felt like I did, I hate that I'm telling everyone to go watch it, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Okay. So anyway, with that said,
With
guys,
that said, I probably won't watch it, but Everybody else can go watch it.
Well, everyone, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you back here on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I always want to say as usual, but it's all right, everyone.
Remember to be kind and rewind.
Look for and meet new friends.
You
filthy
animals.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Love y'all.
everyone. See you Wednesday.